Hello and welcome to the Game Replays Replay of the Week number 4. Last week I happened to have cast the game before it became Replay of the Week, and so I didn't hype this, but I will try and remember to down the bottom put a link to the forums where you can see the post about this. But yeah, this is a game between Bikerushownz down here in the bottom playing as the Marines, not his usual Eldar, and Galahad up here as the Orc player. We have quite a standard Stormboy's Weird Boy Meganobs set up from Galahad, and Kill Team Gabriel Dreadnought from Bikerushownz. Pretty standard from both sides. I'm going to keep the blue on Galahad since this is the newer player. I have not seen Galahad play before. This game was given Replay of the Week. I liked it by Netput, our boy over at Game Replays. And this is the first time I'm watching it. So, quite a typical aggressive position from the Orcs. Most Orcs I see put it over one of these side bases. And Bikerushownz, obviously not being as aggressive with point capturing as he can be when he plays Eldar, but still running a Servitor around here, which is going to get seen by these Orcs, unfortunately. I wonder if he's going to actually run up to that point. Fortunately, he's not going to be able to capture because there is a generator being made. But first set of Assault Marines are out. And if we swap over to his view, we can see that he is going with what I believe is the best opening, the double scout opening. Especially against Orcs, where you don't necessarily need as much map control. You mainly need a stronger force to be able to punch through this big horde of boys that they can get early on. Nice little setup by the Orc player here, wiring up these boys and then charging them into here. Assault Marines are taking a side point, but this the shield generator is more important. However, Orc boys do take a long time to defeat these, so you don't have to be too scared. Drop pod down here to take this point by Bikerushownz. I very much like this, although these Assault Marines are now going to run through an Orc base. Actually cancelling a building there as well. That's quite interesting. Going to kill some Gretchens here while leaving their shield generator entirely safe. He's killed the generator here, which is nice. It's a good advantage, and running back some Assault Marines here. Looks like he is going to he's going to keep just trying to harass this, stop buildings from being made, kill off the Gretchens, while these troops are just getting free reign to whack on this shield generator. I'm not sure how much of a good move this is. He has decided now to come back down. And that looks like it's going to be a banner coming down with these assault squads getting close to be able to both jump in. The Dreadnought leap there, not really doing anything, just taking some damage on his own assault marines. Better jump there, but still not really doing too much. He's got a way to go with doing this. The boys are hyping themselves up and are now going to surround these assault marines. Going to have to retreat now, it looks like. He does have a third squad out though. His third squad should be able to come in here and grab them. He's going to reinforce a little bit before he jumps in by the looks of it. And he has taken this point back here. It looks like he has a Gretchen there shooting his Servitor, but he is just going to take it. The Assault Marines have forced the Orcs off. Weird Boy, oh no, Storm Boy is coming down. Kill Team coming down. All of the boys have died. Big suicide hit going in, but the jump looks like it dodged it, just taking damage to the Kill Team shield. And now the truck is pushing up pretty far. Honestly, Assault Marines are just running around this. Not sure, I'm just trying to dodge this this throw out. Jump there to get definitely out of the way. And the Kill Team with the Flamers, interestingly enough, is at the front. Storm Boys have been dropped onto the Kill Team. And Assault Marines are running past, trying to get back onto Storm Boys. Storm Boys getting pulled in by the tracked beam, and a second truck comes out. This definitely does seem to be the way that most Orcs have been playing, is going for just those trucks early and staying on the smaller number of boys. Which is sad, because Orcs are meant to be sort of the big spammy kind of army. But Bikerushownz keeping this point up the top. These trucks are now going to try and attack the other shield generator instead. Try and force him off of this shield generator. Those suicide hits from them do really take a lot of damage to the shield generator. The trucks are the real power spike in the Orc army here. He's going to load up some more boys there and get ready to do some fighting. We have 3 Assault Marine squads now from Bikerush, a 4th one just coming out with the kill team. But they might get kind of badly caught here, because the trucks are going to fire some shots. They get the jump off to get away from it up to the other war tower. And it looks like the trucks are just going to go to finish off this shield generator, which they will do quite easily. Wild Post will go down, which is good, because this is pushing back the Orcs tech. Orcs don't hit anything there from the jump, and a lot of damage done there to those Orcs. They just get taken out. Or did they get? I think they might have got into that truck at the last point. Oh, that's going to be a big hit. That is really bad for Bikerush there. That is not looking good. He does have the kill team down the bottom doing some damage to some generators down there. But he needs to get some of these Assault Marines out. If he loses 2 of these Assault Marine squads, his army's going to be really cut down to size. Oh, another really good hit here by our Orc player Galahad. Looks like he might be able to take all of these Assault Marines out, which really won't be good. The kill team is coming down with the last Assault Marine squad. The Flamer is going to be pretty good here, although I would have liked to seen him take the missile launcher, probably, honestly, so he can try and deal with these trucks in the early game. Kill team is pushing up, but not really having anything to do. Another big stun. Bikerush doesn't have to like to eat big grenades in these games sometimes. As much as he wins in these games that I watch, he gets hit by some big grenades. Sneaky Servitor in the back here. So we have so far 2 war towers up from the Orc player. Although I believe that's actually wrong. I believe that was it was 2 at most, but it's down to 1 again now. And the tier 2 upgrade is affordable for Bikerush here, but I think he's too busy microing his army here to notice that, which is kind of fair enough. So he's down to 2 Assault Marines and a kill team, and he's gonna lose this power point by the looks of it. Wouldn't it just be such a net put thing to put a game of Orcs winning into the replay of the week? There's an arsenal up here as well, an interesting choice to just make an arsenal in the enemy base. And now we have the Weird Boy able to come out. This isn't up yet, so this is just the normal time, which means 1 more power point before we will see Gabriel Angelos coming out. Trucks are now going to go up here and hit this. This is a problem that I have seen in a few Orc replays recently, of Orc players not getting around to moving their army to take up these points, but he is going to do it, although this truck is getting a little bit weak now. But in this time, this suddenly gives Bikerush back that map control that he was lacking. He's going to get a generator here and probably a bit more. He has his kill team over here that is getting hit by some of the splash of the Weird Boy. He has got the missile launcher on them now, which is very good overall, but not incredible for doing that. And he's now moving the scouts over here, the Assault Marines even. I think he's realised doesn't really have the manpower to take out this emplacement, but he can move over here and take out some more points. He's taken out that elite point generator, which is going to make it quite a waste of money. He's going to jump over here and take out this other power generator. Still hasn't lost anything up here, so this is, you know, a lot of time. Power generator down there going down. Bikerush is doing an incredible amount of damage here. But, oh, it looks like he did lose, unless they are just stacked up. It looks like they're stacked up. No, I think he did lose. No, they're stacked, aren't they? Yeah, they're stacked. There is 2 Assault Marine squads stacked there. Good. I'm not seeing things. For a moment, I thought I was seeing things. But 3 Assault Marines, the whole army from Bikerush, so he is still behind overall on the army. This truck is very weak, but I believe he does have a 4th truck around. Yeah, it's right in the middle here. And he is now starting to build up a bit of an army. You can see this list at the bottom getting a bit longer. He still only has 2 boy squads, one of them very low. But he has both of his heroes. He has a load of Gretchens coming out, going to cover the map, get lots of vision, lots of points getting capped, lots of listening posts being built and war towers and such. Oh, Suicide Squad, is that going to hit? That's going to hit, and that's going to be a big hit again. These Assault Marine squads hopefully won't go down for Bike Rush. They will just survive. But I really do want to Bike Rush. And here it is. There we go. Bike Rush is building the machine cult. He is starting to transition out of this Assault Marine army composition, which really is already starting to get out of its depth and doesn't really have anywhere to go. The War is going off from Galahad, who is starting to rebuild some of his points, but doesn't have the huge economy to go with his map upgrade now. And it looks like he is going to try and take this side point out. The kill team over here can do some pops at there. Rocket launcher is going to be very useful here. He's put the grenade up on the high ground, but no orcs were thrown over there, and the trucks are going to retreat. Power generators on the other side of the map getting smashed. Assault Marines heading up here are going to catch the army coming, and by catch I mean sort of probably get caught by. Is that a visual bug? I think that's a visual bug. The fact that you can just see Weird Boy just poking his head out, but he has been chucked out now. So we've got assault squads all over the map here. That's the servitor. Assault squads down here though. Just running over the map, just trying to keep the orcs' resources low. It looks like Bike Rush has sort of accepted that right now, until he gets this higher tech units out, he can't fight the orc army. So he's just gonna go with. Ooh, that didn't look good. Lost an assault squad there. He's just gonna go with trying to keep the assault squads all over the map, dealing constant damage, and keep the orcs' economy low enough that when he does get his trucks, his vehicles down, he will be able to do something. So this shield, actually against 4 trucks, I don't think it will last that long. He's going to get the boys in there to push these assault marines off the point. Antonidas is in here. Uther, as I like to fondly call him. He's going to stomp on these storm boys for a bit. Kill team is coming down here and is going to do a lot of damage to the trucks in the back, especially if they can stay up in that hard cover. This truck does look like it's going to go down, but so is the shield generator. So truck for a shield generator, not the greatest exchange, although he is attacking a shield generator of his own up there, and he could bring these scouts down to join in with that. Uther is smashing these storm boys still, and oh, big weird boy play on the kill team there. Gonna just pop him. And here we have the land speeder. Now he needs to be careful with this. He's just got into melee combat with the boys. But I'm getting my names absolutely. I cannot remember his actual name, but it's not Diomedes. That's the chaplain. I don't know why I can't remember. Gabriel Angelos. That was it. Angelos. Or as I prefer to call him, Uther, is going to be just smashing things up here, just causing a big trouble here. And this, ooh, getting hit by the tank blasters there. That's a lot of damage going to the speeder. Still damage going on to this. The middle of the map is now not a safe place for the orc player. Overall, very good economy setup coming in from Bike Rush. Ooh, bad stun there. Onto the assault marines. These scouts are going to die as well. Oh no, the assault marines might be able to escape out. Oh no. But while the orc army is coming back here to deal with this segment, on the other side of the map, Bike Rush is taking everything. Putting down the generators. He's got Uther down here. Got his land speeder up here. Speedster. Tax out. Oh yeah, we have it. It is the late game. The power is all being spent on vehicles, and we have the late game requisition sync tax. Interested to see. Probably going to go for plasma gun upgrade. Getting another war going out here. Couple of tank busters ready to do some damage to some vehicles. Haven't seen any more vehicles coming out from Bike Rush. This is mounting up to be a decent little orc army. Gonna come down here by the looks of it and just try and clear Bikerush out of this map again. This has been quite a back and forth game, just a constant fight for the map, honestly. The orcs are in a pretty decent position here with the how far ahead they are on heroic points. 4 from the orcs to 1 for the Marines, and the Marines need 1 more for the Venerable Dreadnought than the orcs need for the Meganobs. But once again, Bikerush gonna just stick to the plan. Assault Space Marines coming up here. Gonna take out this side point. Kill team on the high ground. Tax and Ufa smashing on the base while the orcs are over the other side of the map, taking the map. Even a gen there that is gonna get taken down. Just recent point at the top, getting taken out. So both players on a low amount of resource, but throughout this whole game, Bikerush has managed to keep a better base of resources. These 2 back points for Bikerush have essentially really never been contested. Land Speeder now coming up here to defend this. Ufa is in a really bad position there, going to take a lot of damage. Looking like he's going to try and snipe down this this mech shop at the back, leaving Ufa to die there as a distraction in the base. This seems to be the use that Bikerush likes to make out of Ufa, is just to use him as sort of a big distraction. Now this kill team is also probably going to get a bit stomped here. Not super much you can do, although he is jumping in the Assault Marines to try and help them. The Assault Marines getting in combat with the Tank Buster is going to be pretty good, but the dodging the spells from the weird boy there, they are going to get out once again. Leaving these kill team to die as well. So Bikerush essentially traded both of his heroes there to destroy the mech shop or whatever it is, and to keep the orcs' resources down, making some more requisition points along here. Interesting focus on requisition from the orc, and actually no points on here either. So this orc player does feel very low on money now. Can check this by going, and we can see that we got a predator out here from Bikerush. So Bikerush really does seem to be using his resources more efficiently, keeping the economy of the orcs so low, and the orcs are having trouble just trying to deal with it. Looks like he's going to push up here, try and hit the same point. He has his Meganobs now, so this is the full power of the orc elites on the field now, and as Bikerush will be 3 behind in points, 1 for each of the shield generators that's down and 1 for having the more expensive elites. That is going to mean that he'll be quite far behind. Predator fighting Tank Busters here isn't the greatest, honestly. Grenade's going to absolutely miss. But once again, the orcs push up one side and Bikerush takes the other side. Good map play here. The orcs are finally going to take out this top point, which is very nice for them. Assault Marines trying to make it round to the back, but the orcs army have retreated, so they're not really going to get anything done here by the looks of things. A couple of orcs sort of stranded up here now. These Assault Marines are going to go down. But we have the Predator here getting repaired a bit. How is Bikerush's army looking? It is just this Predator and a Scout right now. So Bikerush managing to get good use out of his army, but not managing to keep them alive very well. This tank has now been weighed down by orcs. 2 squads coming down, but they are both Scout squads. The shield coming down there. 1 Scout squad is going to go down immediately to the weird boy. The other Scout squad is going to tank up quite a few tank buster shots by the looks of it. A couple of orcs getting killed by the laser. These scouts over here are now going to get cleared up. Ooh, little suicide bomber guys. I can't remember what they're called. Coming up here. And the Orcs are going to push up onto the high ground, into the turret. Now, this big squab there isn't great for it. Oh, and the special ability coming down here from the Marine. Lots of damage going down to these Orcs units as they retreat. So this is putting Bikerush even further behind in terms of getting his Venerable Dreadnought out, but it will, by the looks of it, save him this his turret, although it is getting captured here actually. Runs out there. Got Bikerush round the back, just trying to take something for something. Lots of damage going down to these turrets. These turrets are pretty scary to take, but they do die surprisingly quickly, I find. And now this high ground is the Orcs, although the heroes coming back out from the Space Marine. These Mega Knobs are going to go down, which is very bad for the Orcs. Getting caught here in the corner is quite bad. Ufa getting back in here managed to upset a lot of what the Weird Boy was trying to do. And now the Orcs are really looking like they're pretty down on this point. They're not gonna really be doing too super well on this fight, I don't think. Although a lot of damage coming in from these tank busters on there. Assault Marines coming in. Hopefully they do need to. One of them do need to hang up a lot of these tank busters so that the Predator can get in here and do some shots. Still the kill team at the back with their missile launcher taking out shield generator. We have Assault Marines up here. Actually looks like it's just going to die to that tower. One Assault Marine is not good enough to take a listening post out. And then this Orc army just isn't strong enough. I feel like he should have retreated when Angelos came back out. This Weird Boy looks like he's even going to die now. He's just stayed in here way too long. One Predator going to go down. That is a good pick-off for the Orc player. That stops this from just getting absolutely out of control. But I feel like he should just give up this Stacker Hut and get back out there. He is sort of slowly coming back in this, but I mean, there is a Predator over here, so that's really going to stop him now, especially when he doesn't have that many tank busters. If Angelos can get them out of the fight, this is going to be hell for him. Bikerush still looking good for the economy. They are taking out this kill team now. They have saved the shield generator, which is nice. Angelos has been held up by these knobs as well, but again, the Predator is right there, ready to fight, and is gonna force them back. The Orc player needs to kill these guys in the back. Oh, which it looks like he's gonna actually stop doing. That's unfortunately a bit micro there. Take out these 2 points, get that economy back, and rebuild his army ready to push in. But he's just constantly fighting right now. It looks like Bikerush is forcing him into this. Taking the point with his hero there, pushing the Predator forward, which is going to have to bank up now because there are tank busters which are doing a lot of damage to them. His repair servitor has now been killed. This Assault Marine staying out here is not a good idea either. This guy is gonna get killed, although all of those tank buster shots just not doing quite enough damage to him. That guy survived at such low health. And here we have a Dreadnought. Nice. We get to see Dreadnought and a Predator here. The Dreadnought to get into that front line to pin down some of these squads. The War is going out here. Honestly, all of his heroes do come up at the same time. I would just kind of try to keep the map until you get all of these back, and once you have this power back, then go in for the big push. The Marines is building up a nice little army here, though. He is now trying to take out this point from Bikerush, but he's going to charge in with these troops. A lot of hits going to go into that Predator, but it's not going to, shouldn't be enough to kill it. Although he has got it snared, the Dreadnought in here is going to do a lot. He has killed the Predator. That's a really good start, and a big taunt coming off there from those knobs. Deathwatch dropped in the back, getting that flamethrower out so that they can try and target down these tank busters, but they're going to get picked up by that truck. Need to get shot out soon, though. They don't want to be sitting in that truck for the whole game. Although the Dreadnought has backed up. Angelos is pushing in. The tank busters are getting jumped off, but in quite a bad spot, honestly. They're going to get caught up in melee combat if they don't run away, which they are doing. This Dreadnought is coming up from behind. Angelos is running in like the big beefy tank that he is. Scouts coming down from a drop pod. And the Orcs just don't look like they're super ready to take this fight. I think moving out with this sort of small force with no real tech to it was a bad idea. He has no vehicles in this army. He's essentially still working off an early game army. He's lost all of his trucks. He's lost all of his heroes, which were the power of his army when he got to push up onto that point. And Bikerushownz just comes out here now with a much more technologically advanced army. The Dreadnought, Gabriel Angelos, Kill Team, this big orbital laser thing. And the Orcs heroes are coming up soon, but he's now just lost the map. And he's going to teleport Zapnoggin straight into the fight as well, which I think is showing more of the unwillingness to pull back that has really started to throw the end of this game here. He can't fight this, and now if he throws away Zapnoggin and the Storm Boys into this fight, that could be the end of this game right here and there. Big drop down there, drop pod knocking these away, keeping that Dreadnought alive. Zapnoggin is going to run away, but the Storms are now very low. Full health Predator over here, just zapping into the side of the fight, entirely uncontested. And now, Bikerushownz suddenly, from looking in such a bad spot, from looking like it was just a formality before the Orc player won, he's come back and he's now really in with a shot to win this. Pumping out those upgrades from the arsenal. The Orc player has also pumped up some upgrades, but he's only 2-2 and only on his infantry. He has no sort of way of getting tanks, and his entire army right now is his 3 hero units and 1 squad of boys who are over here just doing some harassment. Whereas on the marine side, you've got scouts, you've got kill team, you've got Diomedes. Diomedes is the other one. Gabriel Angelos, damn it. You got Ufa over here. Then you've got the Dreadnought, which is getting repaired, and full Predator. I'm sure there's going to be more coming out as well. Another Predator just coming out. Quite a few more points before he gets his Venerable Dreadnought, actually, because he did get the special ability. So, tank busters are coming out. They know that getting those vehicle units down is very important. Popped a scout there, I believe. A little bit of damage to the kill team, but nothing too scary. And this small but incredibly high-tech army is coming out. I don't know if this is actually doing any repair work to that. He is not. He's just sort of bugging out behind him. But this looks like it's going to end up being sort of heroes and vehicles versus heroes here if they do engage. Missed spell there. That's a really big cooldown as well. That's quite a disappointment. You've got Angelos now up on this top. Dreadnought just getting repaired down here. Double repaired, actually, as well. Truck out. Truck is very good. Truck is very important from Galahad. Galahad now has a truck, some tank busters, a full group of boys and his heroes. Starting to re-get a bit of an army. But this post up here is going down. Once again, falling behind in the economy. Although he from taking that back point out, he is actually not behind anymore. He's finally got the bottom right side of the map down here taken back again. But he is going to be on 1 rec 1 power to 2 power 2 rec, which is not great. With this army, he just feels like he cannot push that high ground, and I fear that he may be right. And this is now getting to be a very long game. It's actually the first really decent quality game that I've watched a replay of that looks like it's going to get to 30 minutes, perhaps. Your boy Ufa jumping back over. The Orcs pushing up, but a bit worried about exposing their flank so much. Picking up some scrap there with the truck. Getting a bit of the teleport off here. Kill team going back to space. Orc player having to start building all his buildings back here like a normal faction because he's lost the middle of the map. Dreadnought is back up to full health now. And I did see another Predator get made, which means that must be in a dropship. You can actually see it in that dropship. And I think they're saying in G. I think you can tell behind that flag, but I don't really know. Kill team is also ready for a drop. First power shield going to go down for Bikerushownz. Most of the Orc army over this side. This group of knobs misrallied through here. And now he's going to go up here and actually take on this turret. The Servitor is going to come up here to draw the fire from the first shot, which is a good time. Shockwave going out here from this this turret. But this is a very high-tech, quite powerful army which can take this out really quickly. Each of these units do a lot of damage to this. Slight miss micro there. Oh no, he's going to actually take it entirely back. I think he definitely could have killed that, but deciding he wants to back out of that. Also, might have noticed that the teleport was coming back, actually. That's a good point. Ooh. Oh, he does hit. The second stun hit. But going to do a lot of damage here, but not enough. Oh, another missed stun from here. And, oh, here we go. The big drops. That is a Dreadnought and a Predator dropped right onto the Orc forces. His orbital beam thing going down as well. This is now 2 Predators and 2 Dreadnoughts and Gabriel Angelos right in this fight. Kill team, I believe, dropped in the back as well. The Orc bomb thing has been dropped. This is actually the first time I've seen it be used in a proper game. It's quite impressive. It's getting picked up there by the Predator by the looks of it. Ton of damage going down here. Everyone going low, but this army from the Space Marines is just so much more powerful. The Orcs are going to manage to take out a single Predator. Stun both the Dreadnoughts. Did quite a good amount of damage to there, honestly. But what's the Orcs got left? He's got a single model of boys and the Weird Boy. Bikerushownz's army is just so incredibly powerful. And another Predator coming down. This is nuts. This is one of the most powerful late game armies I've seen in a proper 1v1 game. This is great. Gonna pop over here and destroy this other shield generator. Could probably push up on here and push the game out, honestly, but taking the safe away as Bikerushownz always does. Gonna go around the map and take out all of the resources for the Orc player. And let's see from Bikerushownz's side for a minute just to see. Holy moly, we have Bikerushownz honestly must have picked up a bit of money there to be able to do this. Slightly bad macro there maybe from Bikerushownz, but triple Predators coming out here, Destructors as well. Honestly, if he just waits for these three to come out, and then he could just, like, attack move up onto this high ground, and he'd get anything you want. Here we go, the first Predator Destructor I've seen in a proper game. That's 68 armor-piercing damage compared to the 85 of the Annihilator, but Destructors have something else, I guess. Is it just, it has AoE. Yeah, there we go. Not quite sure about the Predator Destructor, but little Orc squad pushing out the side here. Another Predator coming out. This is just such an unwinnable position here now from the Orc. Such a heavy Marine army. Orc's going to try his best. Got some tanky units here, doing some good. Stun there won't hit anything. Weird Boy teleport is good, but putting him into quite a dangerous position, although he's not going to get focused by anything. Just taking down the kill team. Not really worth it to run away a kill team in order to lose a 3-point unit there, but we have all of the Predators coming out now here for Bikerushownz. The red player, as I need to remember to go back to. just look at this big tank army. This is ridiculous, and this is what the final escalation phase looks like. Once you're past 30 minutes, this is ridiculous. It's big, huge tank army. And now is he just gonna push up? Push up. He's already done some damage around here, so it might make sense to push up this side instead. Waiting for his last predator to get there. Gonna get any kills here. Those jumps, just absolute desperation here from the Orc player, and he might actually just back out now. Seeing a desperation play like that makes me feel like this Orc player, he's staying in here to the last, but the banner is now down. All of these tanks pretty much indestructible to anything the Orc can make right now. Another drop down here, which is the kill team again. Truck goes down. Tower's going down. War tower getting shot here by predators as well. Big, just 5 predators sitting down here. 2 dreadnoughts as their front line. The orbital cannon is coming down as well. Moving into the core. And it looks like the core's ability is not going to be used. No sheltering going on today. This core is just going to go down, and that's going to be a victory to Bikerush in this incredibly late game. Quite back and forward early on game, which did get dragged out a little bit longer than perhaps it needed to, but that did mean we got to see that awesome big tank army. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you'll hit up the game replays forum to find some of these replays. Check out the replay of the week and all that other stuff on there, and give them some votes and such for which replay you maybe think is the replay of the week. This is the 4th replay of the week from Dawn of War 3 from Game Replays. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.